Ariel Helwani in Las Vegas for UFC 141 alongside Brock Lesnar, who meets Alistair Overeem this Friday night live on pay-per-view. And Brock, thank you for the time. We appreciate it. This is the first time we've seen you since Anaheim, and I must say, a great job on Fox. You know, you did very well on television. You've never been maybe a media guy, but I thought you did very well on the other side of the fence, so to speak.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed it. It was a bit awkward. Not awkward, I should say, but it was just different sitting back and seeing and watching and not participating.
Did it give you maybe more of an appreciation for what the media does?
Absolutely. You know, I mean, it was. I enjoyed it. You know, and who knows? Maybe I got a career after the fight career. Maybe, who knows?
That would certainly be something to see. So I'm wondering. You know, obviously you've been through a lot this year. Was there ever a point? Here we are, 72 hours away from your return to the UFC. Was there ever a point when you thought, it might be it, I may never get this opportunity again?
Honestly, not really. I thought I didn't even think about that, because I just thought about I'm a guy that focused on the task at hand, and for me it was my health, and we needed to get that issue. It had been something that had been hindering me for quite some time. I tried fighting it and was unsuccessful at it, and the surgery was a huge success, and here I am.
Could you even put into words as to the kind of weight that was lifted off your shoulders now, just as a normal guy living, a family man, now that you're able to live this life pain-free?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I mean, the old saying, if you do not have your health, you don't have anything, and that's the 100% truth, and that's what I was going through at the time. You know, I was trying to be a championship fighter, and was struggling with a lot of different things physically and mentally because of that, and now I can stand before you and feel I just feel great. I feel blessed that I'm here. I feel honored and blessed to I just want to get in the octagon and perform.
To the best of my knowledge, no one has ever, as far as professional sports, come back from that kind of a surgery. Do you know of anyone? Have you been able to talk to anyone that has ever come back, let alone into MMA? We're not talking about tennis here.
Yeah, this is just a weird disease. I mean, this isn't this is a disease that usually happens to older folks, and here I am. You know, I think I consider myself a young man, but I think it was put before me to there's challenges in life that you have to overcome, and here I am, and my next challenge is against Alistair Overeem.
When you were ready to return, did you ask for Alistair Overeem, or did the UFC offer him to you?
I was riding in my tractor on my farm in Canada, and I got a phone call, and they proposed Alistair, and I said, absolutely, let's do it. I feel good, and just let me get my crops off the field and get home. At the time, I hadn't even started training, so but I was ready. It was game on. I knew that the surgery was a huge success, and I healed, you know, normal, and I was ready to go.
How familiar were you with him and his resume in the sport?
Not very familiar. Like I said, you know, when I first got into this business, you know, I didn't ask for. I don't think I've been given too many favors, other than just getting my ass thrown into the wolves, and that's what I'm prepared for. So. And I think when you enter this arena, that and any time a fighter enters the octagon, the slate is wiped clean. You know, I mean, because it's just it's a whole nother arena in there.
Do you think that will be your legacy? And if so, are you happy with that being your legacy? A guy who came in with limited experience but never had a gimme fight. You know, fought a former champion in his first UFC fight, fought for the title in the next, you know, Heath Herring, but then for the title, and then you fought one top guy after the next, and that's the one thing that even your detractors will say about you, that you've always fought the best. Are you okay with that being your legacy?
No, I want to be the best heavyweight champion in the world. That's what I want to be.
Are you the kind of guy who watches tape on your opponent, and if so, have you watched tape on Alistair Overeem?
Absolutely, it's part of the it's part of the training camp. You know, I mean, you cannot prepare for your opponent if you don't watch, and we've watched plenty of film on him, and I think we're well prepared for him.
What kind of holes do you see in this game when you watch tape on him?
I mean, we just gotta force my fight here, and that's really that's I'm not going to allow him to to control this fight, and I think we'll be successful.
Would you think that it's a fair statement to make that he's never fought a wrestler quite like you at heavyweight, a fighter quite like you with your skills?
Oh, absolutely. I don't think there's a heavyweight in the world in this division that has that has done what I've done.
Would it surprise you if I told you, and this is what he just told us, that he didn't watch any tape on you, and if so, do you think that's a mistake?
I really don't care what he did or what he does. I don't care.
How excited and anxious are you to get in there on Friday? I mean, does this feel sort of like your debut?
The minutes, it's just I just got to stay calm and just I've been through this before, so I've been here before.
You somewhat surprised that you're an underdog from a betting perspective?
I don't know and don't care. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Brock.